There are many other issues that need to be challenged, so it was not an easy decision for me to place my focus onto just one of them. I personally haven't had any experience revolving around this issue that made it stick out to me. Instead, it was because of the experiences my family members had that made me feel the need to make sure that no one else would have to face them. I do support the concept that everyone should be ensured equal rights. What made me feel even more strongly about this was that people who I'm close to had to experience more unnecessary struggles because of inequality. When deciding which role I would take on for social change, I considered my skills that I already have, which is creating visual art. The role I can incorporate my skill in is storytelling. As a storyteller, you craft and share community stories, cultures, experiences, histories, and possibilities through art, music, media, and movement. So in my role, I will share stories and experiences by creating artwork. Art is valuable because of its effectiveness for spreading stories. In my first point, artwork can grab the viewer's attention to the issue with its visuals. Secondly, messages are universal, meaning that anyone can understand it. So, if there's people who know a different language, there's no need to translate as if it were text. Another benefit for artworks is that they can be easily shared, and eventually there may be a larger audience who can learn about other stories. For my next best steps, I shared about my social activation project to my parents and one of my close friends. This way, they can join in a project that they may find valuable to them. Another series of steps were to collect information, discuss workplace inequality with others, and to ask people questions about their stories and experiences. The outcome I achieved was that I became more insightful of other ways people have been affected. I find that in all the classes I took, I was provided very valuable information and guidance. Personally, Module 6, which is about being in action, had been the most valuable to myself. Fairly recently, I have been finding myself to be choosing inaction more often than I prefer, so it's not a topic I'm unfamiliar with. However, what made this lesson different for me were the practicalities of being in action, such as how there's not always going to be an outcome you're searching for. It's still not impossible for an outcome similar to other peers who are able to improve others' lives by using the same process this class has been teaching us. As for my next best step, I would create artwork after gathering experience from my previous next steps. My focus for social activation is on making a change in inequality for women in the workplace. I'm afraid if I do not change this, and if this issue is left as is, women would remain at a disadvantage in aspects such as being in higher-ranking job positions. I am inspired to activate change in this area because I see a future where anyone with any identity can live without the constant interference and resistance of inequality. I want to ask you to join me in making my vision a reality. Next week, I will have the next best step that I will take, but for now, I want to know if you are interested in the opportunity to join me to make a difference in inequality for women in the workplace. You may contact me through a call or email.